At goal, 6'5", number 22, Desmond Hurley. The big man, 6 feet, 10 inches, number 13, Jeff Jackson Jr. At goal, 6'3", number 12, John Moran.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. And for Memphis, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
Well, that is why we call CJ a combo guard. He can score with the best, but he also can facilitate.
And it's Morant missing. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. And McCollum with the slam.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
McCollum against Morant. Ingram kicks to McCollum. Pass to Valanciunas. Dishes to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Lets a floater go. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, physicality from Valanciunas on the glass. Securing the ball and sending it right back.
Now here's Morant for 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Looking at the veteran Jonas Valanciunas, Steve, he remains a nightly double-double threat.
He's someone that likes to flex his muscle on both ends, Kevin. A big man who uses his size to his advantage and is reliable at cashing in from inside. If Morant is hitting threes with consistency, Ja is unstoppable.
Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. The pass to Valanciunas. And Jones has it in the corner. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He got prime position under the rim and cleaned it up. Nice finish by JV.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant with it. 8 points for him. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 2. Screen by Valanciunas. And that one's good. Ingram.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. It's Morant with the drive.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here is Williamson. Nothing on the board. Pass to Valanciunas. It's Jones on the way. Valanciunas with a screen on Bane. Shot clock at 2. Jones, no luck. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Let's give a warm welcome to the Big League Breakers.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Williams. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. Hawkins comes in for Jones. Memphis trailing here. Morant outside. Clark for three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. McCollum outside. Pass to Hawkins. .139 left in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Outstanding focus by Valanciunas on the shot. He is just a big, strong player who brushes off opposing defenders.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
McCollum finds Valanciunas.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Clark, the pass to Morant. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the first one drops.
You can tell Ja Morant is having fun when he's out there on the floor. He has an infectious enthusiasm for the game that spreads to his whole team.
All free throws good from Morant. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Zeller is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ingram comes in for Williamson. And Daniels subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Ingram following the basket by Ja Morant. Zeller, a screen on Smart. Hawkins passes to Zeller. Over Clark. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Hawkins.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by. Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Pass to Daniels. Takes the three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Daniels. And he gets it to go. Morant's got 21.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
And here's Ingram from the arc. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant in the backcourt with Smart to his side. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jackson in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jackson against Hawkins. The baseline J. And Zeller kicks to Hawkins. At 3 off the mark. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And Jaren Jackson Jr. is so impressive, especially on the defensive end.
A dynamic shot blocker, Greg. Jaren Jackson is someone that loves setting the tone on the defensive end. Not to mention, he's a very skilled offensive threat.
Morant laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got the first basket of the second quarter for Memphis. Ingram passes to Zeller. Back to Ingram. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
One of those guys that can take over a game. Ja Morant proven to be the difference.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. GA, we've seen it over the last couple of years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And, Kevin, we were seeing teams go small. Lots of 4s, even traditional 3s play the 5. But with MVP-level seasons from guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Stevens is checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Jackson. Jones checked in for the Pelicans. McCollum comes in for Daniel. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Nancy's checked in for Cody Zeller.
First team. Pelican substitution. Number 22. Larry Nance Jr.
Ingram kicks to McCullough. Jones, no one around him. They grabbed their own miss, and it's in there. Nance has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
You know, Steve, last season the Pelicans started 23-12. They were second in the Western Conference, but they end up missing the playoffs. Why, in your opinion?
Kevin, injuries. Zion played just 29 games. Brandon Ingram only 47. If they can stay healthy, this is a scary team going forward.
Ingram against Kennard. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. Jones has got it all tied up now for the Pelicans. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here he goes. Jackson down low, working on Nance. It's Ingram on the wing. Kennard covering. Again, the Pelicans score.
Amazing how Ingram has emerged as one of the league's best scorers.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Brandon Ingram. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
John Morant. One side.
Morant, no good on the free throw. Great for a franchise like Memphis. Is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
Substitution on the court.
Payne against Jones. Nance outside, 4 on the shot clock. And it's Williamson missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Connects from three-point range. And now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pelicans have a lot of weapons offensively, but there seem to be enough touches to go around. Coach Willie Green said there's a trust factor. All those guys, they go out and trust each other. It might be one guy's night in this game. There might be someone else in the next game. They always just want to make the right play. Kevin?
Yep. Thanks, D.A. Good stuff.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
To the middle. Here's Aldama. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
An unselfish player. I like how Morant is all about helping his teammates. Terrific pass.
Here's Jones. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
There's the pass to Williamson. Shoots over Aldama. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Williamson.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Williamson, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. The 3 from Morant. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Williamson. It's deflected. Morant scanning the floor. And it's blocked. McCollum outside. Outside, Jones. Here's Nance. The layup off target. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's five. Sharing the wing spots, it's Jones and Ingram. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. And it's McCollum in at the point.
When you have the size that Valanciunas has, there aren't many people getting in the way of your dunk.
And Smitty, you think about the years McCollum played with Damian Lillard. You have to believe they made each other better.
I totally agree, GA. They both have high standards, always working on their games. That's why they're two of the best guards in the league over the last decade.
McCollum against Morant, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas. McCollum outside. And the three ball is good. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
I love it. No hesitation from C.J. McCollum on that shot.
And that one's good. Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
A three from McCollum. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Valanciunas against Morant. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
Such a gifted finisher. Ja can just will those inside shots to fall.
Williamson is screen on Morant. Williamson outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now off the inbound, and Ingram with the basket on the assist from Valanciunas. And that's now 9 points for Brandon Ingram. Morant against McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram outside. Kicks it to McCollum. Morant with some nice D. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Bane passes to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morant's got 44.
Quick trigger on display there from Ja.
There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big three, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play at half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
There's a fearless side to Ja Morant, even amongst the trees.
It's Ingram on the wing. Off target from three-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. Morant's got 49 points in the game.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
McCollum kicks to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Jackson. Outside, Dane. Now, here's Morant for 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 10. Ingram outside. Williamson in the post. Defended by Aldama. Off with the layup. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, Ja Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter, and actually, that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm left-handed. Back to you.
Trade secrets, right, David? Hey, thanks for the report.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Timeout call, the Grizzlies. Some changes for New Orleans. Zeller is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Trey Murphy comes in for Jones. And Daniels subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Memphis leading by 7. Here's Morant. Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Williamson outside. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Morant, and that one drops for him. Morant's got 53.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. 40 seconds left in the third. And Morant throws it down.
What a dunk from Ja. I love how ferocious he is close to the rim.
Back to Ingram. Passes to Williamson. On the wing, Daniels. Guarded by Morant. Daniels kicks to Williamson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Shot by Zeller, no good. Ingram against Morant. Pass to Stephens. Wide open. That one doesn't drop. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Memphis out in front as they wrap up the third quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Luke Kennard Also, Smart out there. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Stevens in at the power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Knocked loose, and that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Jackson down low. He's against Zeller. Shot's good by Kennard.
And this kind of defense doesn't bother Kennard. Locked in on the task at hand.
Pelicans trail by 15. Cullen passes to Zeller. Here's Hawkins. Misses the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hawkins against Kennard. Pass to Jackson. It's good from about 19.